What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new football talk video, and today's topic will be the Champions League. I will be reviewing the Paris Saint-Germain Barcelona game. This is kind of a post-match analysis. I was celebrating Valentine's Day yesterday, so I couldn't upload this video yesterday evening, but I watched the game because I was very interested in these two powerhouse teams coming against each other. What did you think of the game? What did you think of this absolutely incredible performance by Paris Saint-Germain, and also the incredibly bad performance by Barcelona? And also, what's your prediction for the Bayern Munich Arsenal game? I think Arsenal actually has a chance against Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich are not as good as they were like under Pep Guardiola, but Arsenal, you know, they have had a couple of really dodgy results, so this could be a really big moment for Arsenal to really show that they can compete with the best of the best. And also, who will win the Champions League in your opinion? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. So first we will talk about the Paris Saint-Germain Barcelona game. And Barcelona, I've been watching them with great interest. They are one of the great footballing sides in the world, but in the past like 12 months they haven't been the same. This hasn't been the same Barcelona as they were under Pep Guardiola, and this game exposed them fully, because many times during this season Luis Suarez and particularly Lionel Messi have bailed out Barcelona, and their results were actually a lot better than their performances. And even when they didn't actually particularly play well, their front three, which is the best front three I think in world football, Barcelona have the best like front line in world football, it bailed them out. Especially Messi and Suarez bailed Barcelona out and made their results look a lot better than they actually were. And I follow a couple of really knowledgeable Barcelona fans, especially I think his name is Rafael Hernandez, who is a Brazilian Barcelona fan, and he's you know very close to the club, and he has been complaining about Barcelona and their lack of tactics, lack of control, and their midfield was completely overrun by Paris Saint-Germain. I didn't see this performance coming by Barcelona, even though they had some big issues, but the midfield was like almost non-existent. Rabiot, Matuidi and Ferrati just completely overrun the Barcelona midfield, especially Andre Gomes. I think the main problem with Barcelona is that lately their transfers, their signings haven't been up to the standards. Alex Vidal, for example, Andre Gomes, players like these players are not Barcelona quality, top quality players. And you know, the manager has to take the blame for that, and also the manager has to take the blame, Luis Enrique, for this performance, because this time Messi and the front line couldn't bail Barcelona out. The Paris Saint-Germain manager Unai Emery, huge credit goes to him, and hats off to him. I think he watched and studied a lot of Barcelona games, because he set up Paris Saint-Germain's tactics exactly like a man who knows where to hurt Barcelona. He targeted the right back Sergi Roberto, who is a little bit inexperienced, and Di Maria and Draxler have run him ragged in this evening. Di Maria on his birthday scoring 2 goals, Cavani on his birthday scoring a goal, and Draxler, also the new signing for Paris Saint-Germain, he actually has done amazingly well since he signed for Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe at Wolfsburg he was a man who didn't really want to be at Wolfsburg, but at Barcelona he just at Paris Saint-Germain, Draxler is really shining. I think he already scored 5 goals since he signed in January, and I just wish that Liverpool could have signed Draxler, because even with the amount of money that he's on, it looks like money well spent by Paris Saint-Germain, because in the league and in the Champions League Draxler has been brilliant, and Di Maria scored a magnificent free kick. But especially the third goal by Paris Saint-Germain really highlighted where Barcelona was lacking. Paris Saint-Germain passed it out to the center back, and then they just, with 2 or 3 passes, they completely outpassed the Barcelona press, the Barcelona front line and the midfield, and basically Di Maria and Ferrati was running at the Barcelona back 4, and Di Maria curls in a beautiful shot into the top corner from like 23 yards out, but nobody was really closing him down. And I think Barcelona, set up wrongly in this game. Tactically, the manager was very naive to think that they could outplay Paris Saint-Germain in the midfield with that midfield, because Andre Gomes was really not dynamic enough, and Busquets, who was never the fastest or the most athletic player in the world, they were completely outrun by Paris Saint-Germain, and Paris Saint-Germain pressed Barcelona very high up the pitch. They got into their faces, and from the early stages Paris Saint-Germain dominated, because Barcelona just didn't fancy the battle today. And even Messi was dispossessed. I think before the Cavani goal, actually, or I'm not sure which goal, maybe the second or the fourth goal. No, before the second goal, Rabiot dispossesses Messi, and that was also a typical great weapon by Paris Saint-Germain to press Barcelona at every opportunity with lots of energy, and Messi loses the ball in midfield, but it wasn't really that many options for Messi to pass to anyone, and in a flash Draxler is in and he slots it home and smashes it into the far corner. And also the Cavani goal was brilliant. Meunier, the Paris Saint-Germain right back, goes past Neymar like he's not even there, and we know that Neymar is not the best player defensively, and Meunier just runs for almost the whole length of the pitch, and then he slots it, a simple through ball to Cavani, who is quicker to the ball than PK, and smashes it low and hard into the near post bottom corner. A beautiful goal, but really the defending wasn't good enough, and also the midfield offered virtually no protection for the back 4. Iniesta is not a defensive midfielder. Busquets doesn't have the legs if he doesn't have a player who could really take the pressure off him sometimes, and Andre Gomes is also not the best defensively. And the Paris Saint-Germain, their midfield with Matuidi, Ferrati and Rabiot, they are all high energy players who can run a lot and who can tackle and who are really athletic and who can also pass the ball well. And they always find a way to quickly release either Draxler or Di Maria on the wings, and Paris Saint-Germain, they just cut through the Barcelona middle. And I think this is a turning point in the history of Paris Saint-Germain, maybe, because this is probably their best result in their history. They have never beaten a really true powerhouse by 4 goals, I think. And this was, I think, the heaviest defeat by Barcelona for a long time. And they have to do a lot of soul searching at that club. What is the true ambition of Barcelona? Because frankly, in the past 1.5 years, the transfers have been up to the standard. Luis Suarez is world class, but they need more players who are of the quality. I can't understand why didn't they sign a really good right back to replace Dani Alves, because Dani Alves went to Juventus and he was a great Barcelona legend in my eyes, but they brought in nobody who is anywhere near the quality of Dani Alves. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this? The other game, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I was really hoping that Dortmund will go through, and they can still, but they missed incredible amounts of chances. I watched the highlights of the Benfica Dortmund game, and Dortmund were all over Benfica in the first half. Aubameyang missed 2 absolute sitters. Normally he's a brilliant finisher in front of goal, but today he was so rash. He rushed his finishes, he wasn't composed enough, and the biggest rule in football, if you don't take your chances, more likely you will get punished, and they got punished big time. Benfica score a goal after Mitroglou controls the ball. He stucks it home, but Aubameyang had a penalty opportunity, and in the second half he could have redeemed himself, but he made a bad night even worse for Dortmund. He missed the penalty, it was going straight down the middle, and it looked like Aubameyang lost a lot of confidence with missing 2 one-on-ones, because that penalty was looking like a striker who was maybe low on confidence, or he maybe tried to fool the goalkeeper and go down the middle, but the goalkeeper didn't dive, so it was a very easy save for the goalkeeper to make. And Dortmund will be very, very nervous before the second leg, because now if Benfica score an away goal, Dortmund have to beat them by 2 clear goals, and that will be tough. But Dortmund, you know, on their day they can put teams away, and to be fair, performance-wise, Dortmund were brilliant, really enjoyed watching their football, but it was very frustrating that Aubameyang missed all these chances, and normally Aubameyang is brilliant in front of goal. He's one of the most clinical strikers in world football, but it wasn't their day, Dortmund, so very unlucky for them. In today's games, I think Bayern Munich will win against Arsenal at home, but it will be a much closer game than people expect. And also in the other game, I think Real Madrid will win against Napoli, but I expect a lot of goals in those games, because both the Bayern Arsenal, very attacking teams, and Real Madrid and Napoli normally score and concede quite a lot of goals. So really looking forward to the Champions League fixtures tonight. Let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comments below, and what did you think of the games. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.